Well, hello there, motherfuckers. Well, I did a whole Donkey Kong Country stream, and I forgot to click stored broadcast. So, you know, for the 6 people, which literally I think that's what it was. I think like 12 people went in and out or something like that during that stream. So that was a really good stream that I had on there. But anyway, guys, so nothing's saved on my computer. I'm learning to use Twitch. But anyway, for anyone who's watching this on YouTube, I will be posting this to YouTube after I finish. I streamed Donkey Kong Country. I beat it on stream, so that was a pretty good video. So I'm mad we missed that. We talked about a lot of fun things, but we're going to stream Maximum Carnage here right now. This is being played on a Super Nintendo, so I beat the first level, and I was planning on streaming this, and I was running into some problems with my bitrate. It seemed like I've got that solved thanks to a quick Google search. So this is a pretty difficult game, but we're going to be playing this game on stream. And let's see. This is going to, oh my goodness. So yeah, working out the kinks. I also did not store my broadcasts on the channel, so like it got lost. And I also didn't store it on my computer, so it's lost forever now. Isn't that great? Don't you just love when you record something and it doesn't get captured? This is fantastic. This is a great video, but this will be a great video too, so we could all enjoy this stream. So anyway, so I guess maybe I'll repeat, since a lot of people didn't watch that stream, about how I feel about the Spider-Man movies. I really liked Far From Home a lot. It's like, that's such a weird name for a Spider-Man movie. Like, I don't like the name of it. It sounds like a Homeward Bound movie. Like, doesn't it sound like Dogs That Strayed From Home? Far From Home. It doesn't sound like a superhero movie. Like, oh yeah, I want to see the new Spider-Man movie. Oh yeah, what's it called? The Far From Home. Just, whoever named it, I don't know. That person shouldn't be working at Marvel anymore. But I'm still always going to be a Sam Raimi fan. Oh my god, what am I doing? Like, honestly, like, what am I doing right now? Always gonna be a Raimi fan. So what I talked about you know, how Marvel fans always like to say, read the comics all the time. Thing is, Raimi captured the emotional essence of Spider-Man. Now, the one thing he missed out on was the sarcasm, which is a big part of Spider-Man. As I said, watch the Fox Kids cartoon. It's probably the best representation of Spider-Man there is when it comes to it being like, you know, some form of media other than a comic book. I think it really captured the essence of who Spider-Man was. There's Doppelganger. The way he runs up the wall there is like pretty comical with the animation. You know, they really captured it. But I really like Homecoming and Far From Home. You know, it really is something else when you think about, you know, who stole the show. The villains like stole the show in the Spider-Man movies all the time, but I really liked Michael Keaton, and I also really liked Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio. Like, that was a big thing for me, having Mysterio in there, in the movie, because that was something that I always wanted to see in the Spider-Man movies. It was just something I really longed for. Like, you know, special effects were getting really big in the you know, in Hollywood. So like Mysterio's whole gimmick was the special effects. Hi honey, I'm back. Meanwhile, in the offices of the Daily Bugle, can you guess who's going on the Venom hunt? Here's a clue, he's turning sickly shade of green right before my eyes. I really like these little comic book parts. The future is rather bleak for Jonah Jameson, and it's about to get much worse. These parts are... I don't think they even have them in the Genesis version. This is a miracle. Rip's killing me. It's ambitious, punks don't do it first. I think his name is The Cloak. It's not like really that good of a hero. The problems I have though at Homecoming, like Michael Keaton was great as the Vulture, Jake Gyllenhaal great as Mysterio, and it was great to finally see that play out. And when they did show the illusions, they were everything I thought that they would be back when Raimi was directing. And I heard that I had read around that they were planning on Mysterio for the 4th movie. I don't know. That's not really concrete. I don't think Raimi ever said it himself. I would love to see an interview where he actually does say that. I guess I could easily just Google it, but I don't remember actually seeing that for myself. So I don't know if it's real. But the main problem I have with the new Spider-Man movies, and not a lot of problems. Those movies, oh god, Far From Home was better than Endgame. Endgame was good, but it's overrated. It's definitely not this amazing, epic thing that I wanted to cry at the end of it, because I didn't really enjoy a lot of the movies. Like Civil War was boring, except for the airport scene. I didn't like Age of Ultron, another boring movie that was just way too long. It's just Tom Holland. I mean, I like the kid. I really do. I think he's good. I think he's lovable to a point. He's funny. I like him. I like his friend, the heavy kid that he's with, and they go on the trip with. I kind of like that he shares and Peter's identity. But they're just so young. They're kids, and they're in high school. But I'm much rather of even Andrew Garfield's age, Tobey Maguire's age. That was perfect. Even though Tobey Maguire was in his 20s at the time, he wasn't 17, 18 like he was supposed to be playing. But I just prefer that age. Also, I guess when if those movies came out, because when I first saw Spider-Man, I was 14, a few months away from being 15. That was such a great moment. There wasn't a lot of superhero movies up to that time. What did they have? From Batman and Robin, which came out in 1997, right? You had the first X-Men movie. That was about it. You had the Blade movies, which I was never too thrilled about. I never really got a big kick out of Blade, so... Spider-Man came out, and Willem Dafoe was a Green Goblin. It was such a great, epic event for me. Spider-Man being my favorite superhero. Just nothing to replace it. And they're just good movies. I've gone back and I've watched it. Spider-Man 2 is the best of the bunch. The train scene. I know they did the boat scene, which is a little bit, the cruise ship scene from Homecoming. That was kind of an homage of sorts to Raimi's fantastic train scene in the second movie. And the thing is, everyone complain, everybody knows who he is in those movies. No, they really don't. Maybe at the end of 3, when they have the helicopters from the media filming everything. Did they? I kind of forget how that movie ends, but at the end of Far From Home, everybody basically knows who he is, right? His identity gets revealed, right? So I don't understand why people were saying that unless they didn't see the movie yet. More people find out who he is. There we go. It's game over, folks. I've got one more continue, so I don't know how this works. Sometimes 0 actually counts as a number in these games. I should have enough lives to beat this. But anyway, the way they end it. Spider-Man, there was a good cliffhanger at the end of Far From Home. But, MJ finds out who Spider-Man is. people find out who Spider-Man is. They find out his identity. Yeah, so it's like, okay. I find like everyone is just trying to put down the Raimi films as much as they can. You know, like, you know, those movies were a part of people's childhoods, and now all of a sudden, oh, Disney's doing so much better of a job. No, they're really not. They're good movies. They're better than the Avenger movies. They're better than a lot of the other superhero movies. But they're not better. Like, I don't get, like, what are people finding that's bad about the Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi films? What's, you know, everybody liked them. I guess now it's a higher standard. You know, it's like, I don't know. There's things that, like, you just kind of expect to see in movies that occur in, you know, like Homecoming and Far From Home. I don't know really how to describe it. It kind of has, like, this, it tries to be very, you know, contemporary, and it does succeed. Like, there's a lot of funny parts and everything, but I don't know. I just think Sam Raimi was a more decorated director when he got into the director's chair for the first Spider-Man film, and for the second one, and for the third one. Third movie is a good movie. I don't care what anyone says, and I know people, oh, that really affects your credibility, Dad. You don't, you know, you said Spider-Man. Yeah, okay, listen. What's his name? Who played Venom in that movie from that 70s show? Really bad pick. Like, just an abominable pick. It's really bad. Like, you know, Eddie Brock is supposed to be muscular. He's a bodybuilder. He hates Peter. And they made someone his own size. Like, I get that. They kind of wanted to make someone who can mirror Peter, but he's not supposed to really mirror him. The only way he's supposed to mirror him is kind of like the webbing and a little bit of the appearance with the eyes, you know, but he's supposed to be towering over Peter. He's supposed to be his, like, arch nemesis. Eddie Brock Venom is supposed to be big and burly and powerful, and that, you know, you just weren't getting that from, you know, that 70s guy. I mean, come on, that shit's was dumb, and, you know, people look back on it, but now it's more than that. Back then it was just like, okay, they fucked up Venom. Yeah, they did. They certainly did. They did fuck him up, and they fucked him up bad. But you watch the whole thing, and, you know, I really like when, you know, the symbiote, you know, when Peter's, like, dancing down the street and he's really flirtatious with the girls and he's acting like a jerk, and then he goes into the jazz club, and how he is with Gwen and, you know, Mary Jane. It's just like, oh man, I think it's great. Then he does the emo thing with the hair. You know, a lot of good parts. It's a very charming movie. And then you also got to look at the one thing that they shouldn't have done is a Venom and Sandman. Like, if you're gonna put two villains together, do Hydro Man, who they kind of reference with the elementals in Far From Home, and, you know, I guess Sandman as well. I guess you could say the Human Torch too for the fire element. Or maybe the wind would be Storm. I don't know, but Hydro Man would have been a better pick for that film. But really, they shouldn't have picked either. It should have just been Venom. And but, you know, Thomas Hayden Church did a really good job. It was really sympathetic. Look at this. Nobody stops the blah. Remember? This guy, he's got the slapjack in his hand. Like, who is this guy? He's like random thugs that you fight at the beginning of the game. Girls that are acting like Dixie Kong. And why is his health not really going down? Oh, okay. He had like a shield. I was like, what the hell? Like, his health wasn't going down. I know he's like reacting to me hitting him. It's not that bad. Oh shit, I should not have stood on the edge of the screen there. Okay, well, he's dead anyway. Cloak comes, takes you away. think you're supposed to fall down there anyway, but you know, I definitely did die. Spider-Man still needs our help. Cloak, that's Firestar. Remember the Spider-Man and his, what was it, and Super Friend? That was bad. Remember that one that they made in the, what was it, the 70s or the 80s? Is he? I don't know yet, Cloak. Is he? I always like thought that's a funny line in a lot of comics. Like, they don't want to say he's dead, so they just go, is he? It's such like a trope, right? But I guess it's beloved. Just take us home. It's kind of like the B-list, the Maximum Carnage. Like, it's cool that they got all these other like minor characters, but like this is like real B-list, like Firestar and all that. Whatever her name is. Not Firestar. What is her name? Oh, are you supposed to get hit there? Oh my god. No, this is a tough one. I don't know who I should hit first, Shriek or Doppelganger. Fuck! Well, game over. Do I get any more continues? Nope. It's back to the beginning. So, okay. Well, anyway, that was fun. It's tough. It's challenging. So, LJN, you know, you guys all know this from when Angry Video Game Nerd reviewed this. Green Jelly, who does the music. Let me see something. I'm not gonna go through that that whole cutscene again in the beginning, anyway, because that part's really long in the beginning to read all that nonsense. Mike, they all have good individual names. Billy, and this level was pretty easy, but the thing is, you really can't lose here, like any lives. Lose any lives, you're not gonna win the game. You just, so you get like one continue. I think that's the only continue you get. I don't think you get any more continues other than that. So anyway. But yeah, back to what we were saying about Spider-Man 3 and how hated it is. I'm just saying Churchill, like, you know, very relatable. He did everything for his daughter, but it's just, it was a little bit all over the place, you know. Then you throw in Venom, Sandman and Venom there together, and it's just like they don't have anything to do with one another. One hates Peter, the other one doesn't. He's just kind of getting in his way from helping his sick daughter. So, you know, I don't really. I don't really see why they made that decision, really, to tell you the truth. Go back, walk to the right, walk to the left. Just keep hitting everything in your path, basically. Missed. When I streamed this on the Donkey Kong Country thing, I missed that. Let me just check one thing. I had to see something in my settings. Something in my settings. I want to see something here. Yeah, I didn't have audio, so now there's a little bit of audio. That's what I wanted to turn on. Alright, well, here we go. I want you to hear some of that green jelly music in the background. I really like this beat 'em up. You know, it's like one thing is like, even though I can never really get that far in this game, I just keep trying. It's one of those games you just gotta keep your head held high. And just keep on plowing through the endless enemies. And here we go. Here's Dixie Kong coming at us, and you know the two Dixie Kongs. Saying that because they used the point. Oh, well, there we go. I lost a life, so all is pretty much lost, but we'll still see how far we can get. The long ponytail. Right there is why I'm saying I think she uses it as a helicopter. But Dixie Kong uses it as an attack in Donkey Kong Country 2. And since I streamed that game earlier, this game is the perfect lead into that. Bitches, there we go. Bang, bang, bang. Stop. You wouldn't see this in the current game. Like, they've made sure that this doesn't happen. They're hitting women, female enemies, they're bad. So, you know, but they don't want that. 54%. I wasn't very accurate. It didn't really look like I was punching air, so I don't really know where they get that number. Anyway. We saw this before, but let's try this again. So I'm going over here. Going over there. Oh, now I actually remember. See, I'm being fucking sloppy. That's again. Over here. This button's actually really simple. Remember when I rented this as a kid, I thought this was like hard for some reason. The arrows were telling you where to go. If you're new, you don't want to follow them, but here. That ledge is annoying. That happens to be there. Okay. See, again, keep bopping to that ledge. Okay. I'll get there eventually. I swear, if I hit that damn thing again. I got past that part. Ledge. God. There we go, there's Doppelganger. I really like that little animation that he runs by. I still really like that a lot. It's kind of comedic. Climb to the top. Rooftop, let's go. Let's go. Funny that's on there when before that was even the thing. Let's go. So he's really easy here, but he's really a pain in the ass later on. Shriek. Building. Okay, we read this before. We saw that. Okay, we're back to where we were. We're gonna go back to the church. Fucking better this time. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Punch. Oh! I really like that throw that he does. Just picks her up over his head and shocks her. It's funny how she was a boss. Lizzie was a boss in the first level, and then she dies easier here. Pick up a whole dumpster. People forget that, like, Spider-Man has super strength. I used to have a shirt when I was in high school with him, like, picking up a car and throwing it into Hulk, and people would say, I didn't know he could pick up a car. I'm like, well, he does have super strength, but, like, they knew that, but is he really that strong? He does that in the comic. The shirt was taken from a comic book panel, so he does... No, I don't know. I really don't know how strong he is. Like Superman's capable of picking up a building, I would think, if he wanted to, but, like, you know, would he do that? I don't know, it's like, sometimes you kind of wonder, like, just how strong, like, okay, so what is super strength? What are the limits? I don't know if there's any official, limit on, like, what his power is, but that's the thing. It's like also weird, like, if you watch Jessica Jones, like, Jessica Jones is capable of picking up a car, but, she's able to get, like, beat up by normal people. It's happened in the show. So it's like, so she has, I guess she has super strength, but she doesn't have super defense. That's even a thing. I don't know, I guess you can have super strength, but still be, vulnerable. I don't know. That's probably why it's fiction. I don't understand that. You draw your own conclusions, I suppose. I think I'm doing better this time, and I have a continue. But I think if I continue, I think I'm going to continue outside the church if I die the Shriek and Doppelganger again. So we'll see. So again, we will see what happens when I cross that bridge. Still got to fight that blob wannabe with the slapjack. Everybody in existence. There's no way you could, like, turn around time. You're gonna get, like, a lot of unnecessary hits. And I've tried, like, doing the webbing thing. It worked there. But when you're surrounded, you might as well not even do that. Because you're just leaving yourself. You might as well just keep punching people. Like, just stand in the direction they're in. Just keep hitting the Y button. It's pretty much the best strategy here. See, and if you grab them, if Spider-Man grabs them, like, if you press the direction or pad, like, near them in their direction, like, he'll grab them, but you'll end up taking a lot of necessary hits. So the grab is not good. Try not to grab people. It's better just, you know, just do this. Just keep hitting the Y button, basically, and don't hit anything else. Unless you have to move. See, they're on the up. Probably shouldn't have held the control up like that, because that just died. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to business. Let's get back to business here. Hit. Punch. I don't know, you know. I think the furthest I ever got in this game was the Demo Goblin. That was years ago. So many goblins. The Green Goblin, Hobgoblin, Demo Goblin. I don't even know who Demo Goblin is. I don't even know if he's a person or what he is. I guess not. Like, Doppelganger's not a person. I don't even know how he was made, to tell you the truth. Some Spider-Man fan I have. Look, I love Spider-Man, but, like, you know, I don't know everything about him. I read a lot of the comics. I I've read a lot of the comics out of order too. You know, when I would buy comics as a kid, I would pretty much just buy the ones that had the coolest cover, which is, you know, they always said, don't judge a book by its cover. But if you're gonna sit there and tell me that when you were a kid, that's not exactly what you did, you're lying, because like, cover is everything. Like, honestly, like, who's gonna buy something with a bad cover? I also used to, you know, open up the comic books and flip through them in the shop, and whichever panels look the coolest, that's probably what I would. So I was really more of an art appreciator. Even though comics are always said to be simple, when I was younger, like, I didn't really understand a lot of the stories. It was kind of hard to, like, connect to characters. Like, seriously, like, when you're 7 years old, like, everyone talks about the Avenger movies, connecting with characters and stuff like that. You think that kids, when they watch it, are connecting with characters? No, they're just like, who's the coolest looking guy? That was me pretty much. I think I'm doing worse this time. Take this, Dana. Oh, man. This game's a real pain in the booty. Real pain in the butt, because, like, see, the differences with Turtles in Time, I feel like you don't really have to worry so much. You only have Turtles in Time. Where Turtles in Time gets tough is with the bosses. When you get to Slash, the game stops being easy. You know, this game, it's like, you really have to worry about the peons, because they could really hurt you. I mean, you see right here, they're, like, kicking my ass. I accidentally picked someone up, and I'm paying for it. Like, I'm like, Marshall. Well, there's a different name, right? See, Mike comes back. Now, is he the same Mike from the first level? Or is he, like, a whole new one? See Derek. I don't even remember. I stopped paying attention after a while with the names. The joke was funny the first time around. But, you know, it's nice that they even have health meters. When you think about it, it's like Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. None of them have health meters. Foot soldiers, bosses, you just know when the bosses are about to die because they start flashing. Here, like, you know, at least you know how many hits you got left, so that's nice. Well, you're right, I still have to fight Fatso over here. Coley. Where did they come up with that name? Coley, it's a name here too. Like, why is it not just Coley? It's Coley or Colin. I would not want to see this guy as Colin. Like, look at him. Anyway, oh God, I'm like really close to the end, and I don't think my health meter will be filled before the fight with Shriek and Doppelganger, because the game is not nice like that. This is a very unforgiving game. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, okay, that part was invisible last time, right? I didn't see those two guys last time. I think it fucked it up because I was like, I died right before it, so like, I never saw that happen before. Actually, that's actually how it's supposed to go. Anyway, so we already saw this nonsense. The hall. Okay, so this is its own separate level, actually, even though it's like one screen. Doppelganger jumps through the window. And, okay. Knocks me right on my ass right away. And their Shriek comes down. And, see, like, this is just madness. Like, you're supposed to fight both of them at the same time, and the game is already tough enough and unforgiving. And don't give you a lot of health. Like, you see that. I think you just have to get them down halfway. I just really want to stream another part of this game and not show the same thing I did just moments ago. shit. God damn it, man. Tough as hell. It's not even anything you could do to really, like, make a difference. I don't know. But there you go. That's about as much as I can take of that right now. So, there's your maximum Carnage stream. And, that's a good game. It truly is. It's not amazing or anything. It frustrates the hell out of you. And for those wondering, how can you play as Venom? You don't get to choose to be Venom. You have to play. Oh well, no, you do get to choose as him, but only at a certain part. Like if I got past that part, I think you get to choose to be Venom. But I'll show you the sequel right here, which is Separation Anxiety. Let's see if we can get this to turn on. That didn't work. Okay. Let's try this again. Not working? There we go. Okay, so this is going to be Separation Anxiety. One-player game. See, this game you can play as both. I'll say this game is, like, not as good. Coming from his wounds, Venom realizes he must destroy his new children for the symbiotes. Should bend with the wrong person, bind with the wrong person, as in the case of Craze criminal Cletus Cassidy's transformation to Carnage. The danger would be incalculable. That's a word you don't hear that often, right? Only with the aid of the amazing Spider-Man does Venom stand a chance of defeating this incredible menace. Get ready. See, it was Let's Go. This one's Get Ready. I know there's a secret over here. I'm trying to get to it. I don't know if I can. I forget how that secret works, but anyway, let's play a little bit. So, I don't know. I would say that the graphics are a little sharper in this one, to tell you the truth. I think the sprites are a little smaller. Like the bad guys look bigger, right? Didn't they? Health meters are not as defined. This game's also not as hard. They toned down the difficulty a lot in this one, so you're not going to die as fast. You see punished for picking people up, even though Venom's picking them up like a madman. I can't pick up this. There we go. See, look at that. You pick up the trash can, and I think you get a lot more continues. That's also the thing. I think also, this is the game I was thinking of. There's like two of them. Two extra lives on a building. So we're going to get those in a minute. But you see, the thing is, the game starts off the same exact way as the first game, which is a little bit of a cop-out. I mean, when you really think about it. Oh, it's not the gems, it's those two things, it's health. So memory's not serving me too well here. It's really basically like, okay, these girls are the bosses, now they're just normal enemies here. So the game's pretty similar. Same enemies. They didn't bother to name everybody, but I guess because we've already been introduced in the first game already. We already know them. Hey, Mike. Hey, Malcolm. Hey, what's her name again? Dana. Dixie Kong, right? Oh God, I'm already down to 1 life here. This is just not a good run. Not a good run at all. But I remember the boss though. The boss is definitely an improvement over the 2 chicks. We'll see that in a moment. Okay. There we go. Get a little bit of health. Punch for punch. Pick up. Oh, see, they have guns here. Oh, very convenient. It looks like the gun is made out of wood, doesn't it? Oh no. But yeah, even though I'm doing really crappy here, the game is not as hard. It really isn't. It's just I'm not used to it. You know, I haven't played this game in a long time. Only doing it really here to show you the differences between this game and Maximum Carnage, and you can see, oh, there they are. So the gems are up there. It's funny how with certain games, I was better at them when I was like 8 years old, and not as good now. So anyway, maybe like more like 9 or 10. But look at this. Punch. Okay. So. Whoa! I just really punched him skyward. That was fun. Boom! Like wind up at the top of a building. That was like a Mortal Kombat style uppercut. Don't even remember that occurring in this game. Now I'm like, wait, look, Venom's getting all the chicks here. Everyone's just surrounding him. Look at that. How do you block a shot with your hands? You see what she's doing? I'm like punching like the backs of her hands. Somehow, like that's protecting her. Weird choice. Here we see the difference I'm talking about here. The robot. Let me get over there. I'm trying to get that damn part, but I don't know how to get it without. That was easy. He was like easier than the girls. Stage complete. After tangling with the digger, Venom heads to upstate New York. Well, look at the apostrophe. So, according to that apostrophe, it would be Venom head is to upstate New York. His goal: stop the evil Life Foundation and their soldiers, who at this very moment are trying to bond the symbiote. Anyway, too slow there. So this is the bridge. So this is a nice change of pace. At least, you know, the second level's not like maximum. For some reason, these guys, they always look like Moltar to me. You know, like, or beekeepers, you know, like with the net over their face. I don't know. Not that I don't like the design of these guys, but they don't look too intimidating. Like if these guys, you know, showed up at your front door, you'd be like, okay, nice outfits, guys. Like, Life Foundation. Like, they're in the comics, but I forget how they look. Like, those are supposed to like be shields, and I think they're supposed to be helmets, but they look, in this game, they look more like cloths. So, go figure. But those bombs are annoying. And look, here's just multicolored enemies. They're all the same sprite, all the same life cycle, but just different colors. So, you know, but then again, they're all throwing these annoying ass bombs. This part was always annoying as a kid. You're supposed to swing, so you just hold X here. If you want to play this game, that's what you do. I remember, like, I would like tap the button, because does it? Oh, you see, if you tap the button, it's not a continuous swing. You have to like hold it. Hold it. See that? See that? You know, that's just pretty much testing you. Do you know the controls or not? Or are you just a fucking idiot? Like, did you read the instruction manual? Because, look, you see how many gaps there are there? You could possibly, like, lose all your lives on this bridge if you don't know what you're doing. But I do. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Right? Fucking, they're throwing these bombs. Like, oh my god. I just gotta get smarter with it. Just jump out of the way. Punch a little bit. See, you spend time on one enemy, and it's like, it's a distraction. And you grab enemies in this game, so it's like you grab an enemy and a bomb just gets thrown at you. That's great. That's, you know, that's fair. See, look, he just automatically grabs people, and then look, and 3 shots. Like, okay, you know, I'm not saying that an enemy should just stand around like an idiot while I punch his friend out, but you know, it's just like you're caught in this cycle that you can't even really. It's tough to cancel out, because by the time you cancel out, that's what happens. You get punched in the back of the head. Look at this. I'm getting voidalized. Spread out, you know. Another free shot. So, anyway, I don't know. What did everybody think of the Venom movie? Are you... Oh, there we go. Game over. No continues or anything. But, I mean, I guess, you know, we'll look at Spider-Man here for a moment. I'm not going to play through this again, because, like, that's enough. That's a really nice shot of Spider-Man. But I was going to say, like, what did everybody think of Venom? Did you like that movie? Oh, see, the secret is only with Spider-Man. See, I knew it was there. Secret room. Oh, it's a secret. Oh my god. I'm actually really looking forward to Carnage in the second movie that they're going to be coming out with. And that's like getting ready to film. I don't know why it hasn't started filming already. It's not like Hollywood really has anything better to do. So just punch everybody. Oh, see, and you get that. Not like that's really going to help much, right? Does Spider-Man look better in this than he does in, you know, I think he actually does look a little bit better in this game than he does in Maximum Carnage. I don't know what it is. Maximum Carnage is definitely the more popular game. But anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Carnage, and, what's that, the actor's name who's gonna be playing him? Let me take a look here. What the hell is his name? Oh, I don't even have to look it up. I just remembered. Woody Harrelson. I've been bringing it up to, like, a friend the other day, and I'm like, what's the guy's name? Woody Harrelson. Excellent choice as Cletus Cassidy. And if you watched after the credits for Venom, you know, a lot of people didn't like it. Oh, it doesn't have, After years of asking for a Venom solo story, I know we should do the character justice. Tom Hardy comes along and he does a great job as Venom as Eddie Brock. But because Spider-Man is not in the movie, even though it's supposed to be a solo story, like to pretend like, Venom didn't have his own solo comic. Also Trial of Venom, all these different things, Venom can't have a movie of his own. Spider-Man, like, all these rules for these comic fans. Comic fans have, like, the Marvel fanboys, say, not comic fans, because I like comic fans, but, Marvel fanboys have, like, hijacked, like, and try to dictate, like, how these movies should be. If they're not exactly the way the comics are, if they're not to their liking, then they're bad or they're horrible. And the critics didn't like Venom, but the audience score was actually pretty good for it. So I really enjoyed it. I thought there was a lot of funny parts. I liked the part when the symbiote speaks to Eddie. I think that was a really that was like good. That's something that you didn't get in the comics. Like, it's supposed to be in his head, but to actually see it, like, visualized, and you could, like, hear it this time, and it's kind of almost like another character within a character. I thought that was very clever, and I enjoyed that little change. I didn't really see anybody talking about that, which was really disappointing, because I think that was a good screenplay, directorial decision, whatever you want to call it. It was a good idea. People just didn't appreciate it, which was kind of disappointing. That people didn't really appreciate the way they liked it, but I look at those things. From people that said, when I criticize, like, the Avenger movies and stuff, that I'm being a negative Nancy about it. It's just, I feel like those movies play it safe a little bit too much. Like, I see a movie like Venom, like, it took more chances. It wasn't afraid to, like, be a little bit funny, a little goofy in some parts, without it being too cheesy. Like, there was a lot of good humor in there that I enjoyed. So, it might have not been for everybody. Maybe they would have liked a completely serious Venom. But, I don't even know, like, what the, that was the only criticism I saw. It didn't have Spider-Man in it. Oh, well, didn't have Spider-Man in it. I guess, that's just the end of that movie. There's no saving that movie because it doesn't have, like, come on. Because it doesn't have Spider-Man in it. Venom is a good character that can stand on his own. I mean, that's kind of like what you'd expect, right? Wouldn't you just expect Venom and Spider-Man to just be battling it out? But okay, I do still want to see that. I would that's what I would really like to see. I would like to see the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Tom Hardy, like, on the screen at the same time, but we'll never get that because, people don't like Tobey Maguire anymore, so they're not going to ask for that. Which, is really disheartening. Because it's all about Tom Holland now. Tom Holland! It's all about him. There's no other Spider-Man. It's the only Spider-Man for me. No, I'm sorry. Tom Holland is great. He's doing a good job. I can't knock him too much, but he's not my Spider-Man. My Spider-Man is the voice of the Fox Kids cartoon and Tobey Maguire. Sorry, but, like, I know it's an unpopular decision, but I just love... I'm just saying, this is the train scene in Spider-Man 2. That's Spider-Man to me. That is wonderful stuff. I will never be able to ever get over that. Like, that music that plays. And when they pass him over their heads, and that one guy says he's no older than my son. I mean, just like, did you not get teary-eyed during that? Come on. And Alfred Molina plays a really good Dr. Octopus. Alfred Molina is not exactly, I wouldn't say he's as popular of an actor as Willem Dafoe. See, this is what I used to do. That's what I didn't do last time. You have to vinyl because then you can't get back. So there's Gravedigger, or whatever it's called. Well, like super easy, and you always get that power hit. You just look at that. He didn't even touch me. I love that pose. Oh my god. You guys all know that I appreciate great Spider-Man art. That's why I have the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man tattooed on me. I didn't read that. Anyway, we're back at the bridge. Look, I said I wasn't going to be playing this again, but I guess I am. I'm just enjoying talking to you guys and streaming these games. I'm really enjoying it. So, anyway. Yeah, so I mean, that would have been good to have Tom Hardy instead of, what's his name? What the fuck is his name? Excuse me for 1 minute. Let me see. Topher Grace. Oh my god, I always keep forgetting his name. It's not even like, I can't even say it's a forgettable role. It's memorable because it's not what I wanted, and it's not what a lot of people want. So Topher Grace. Like, Topher, like, is that even the name? I had a friend, like, his name was Christopher. He requested to be called Topher, and I guess it was because of Topher Grace, I guess, but it's just like, Topher. It's a goofy-ass name. Topher Grace. Topher Grace playing Venom, just like, you should automatically be disqualified for having a name like that. You can't play a villain as cool as Venom with a name like Topher Grace. But my name's not Topher in the movie. Sorry, but it's your name in real life. That's your acting name. So, like, you chose it, buddy. You're stuck with it. So, Tom Hardy, now that's a name with some grit. That's a name with some attitude. That's a man who's capable of playing Venom. So I'm surprised, like in the current day and age, like I wouldn't expect to be happy, but I really love Tom Hardy. Like, I love Mad Max Fury Road. That's an amazing action movie. That is a work of art. It is probably the first ever chase movie because the whole movie's basically one big chase, and I like that about that movie. I thought it was very artistically done. And Tom Hardy, though, doesn't have a lot of speaking parts. He speaks a lot with his face. It's called just, visual cues and facial expressions, and he's got that down. And facial expressions were on point in Venom as well, and that's just, he's a very, very expressive actor. Look at him as Bane. I did not like The Dark Knight Rises, but he, Batman, that just, he stole the show. Tom Hardy is amazing. He's an amazing actor, and I'm really looking forward to him continuing to play the Venom role. And I'm happy that they're not giving that property over to Disney. Keep it where it is, because I like the way how that series is going. It's maybe not exactly point for point how I would have envisioned it, but it definitely is better. And I think it did go a long way in redeeming the character of Venom on the silver screen after Topher Grace did a pretty miserable job. But still not enough to really make Spider-Man 3 not an entertaining movie, because Tobey Maguire was still entertaining, and the direction of the movie as a whole was pretty good. It's entertaining. It's fun to watch. The last fight scene is good. Thomas Hayden Church does a good job, even though the storyline's a bit out of place. It's just really, you don't, like, the movie's about the symbiote, so why would they put the Sandman in there? It's like, you have to question this 12 years after the release of the movie. I just can't believe that movie's 12 years old. But, there's a lot of hate, and we don't bother a lot of times to really analyze this hate. Even in YouTube videos, it's just like people just want to just bash things without really like, if I bash things, like if I say what I didn't like about Civil War or Age of Ultron, I tell you what I don't like. I said, like, this is what I don't like. I don't get like hung up on one thing. Oh, it's bad because it's bad. Like, okay, but how about the performances? Okay, This one thing ruined the whole movie for you, so nothing else was redeemable, so everything was just complete shit because of, a few things. It wasn't the way you wanted it to be. No, I, as a big Spider-Man fan, didn't like the way it really turned out, but I still said I enjoyed the movie, and I had fun watching it. I'd be lying if I said that I was bored during Spider-Man 3, because I wasn't bored. Just as, I say this all the time. People think I'm crazy. But they agree, actually, when I make this point to them. Batman versus Robin. I think that Batman Forever is a worse movie. Alright, 1 second. Okay, so I'm back. So I actually think... I thought something happened to the stream there for a minute. Anyway, what I was saying was that see, I got further than I did last time. That's basically what I was saying was no one bothers to analyze the movies and the performances to say that it was boring. We were saying about Batman Forever and Batman Forever. I think that Batman Forever is actually an inferior movie. Why? Let's see, we just won there. So, I think it is worse because Val Kilmer is not entertaining. Now, George Clooney isn't entertaining either, but at least Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it. He's entertaining. So, if you look at Batman and Robin as a comedy, it's actually really not that bad of a film. But still not great. But you see what I'm saying? It's a funny, entertaining movie. And does that really make it bad if it's entertaining? Because I don't really look at it that way. I see it as it being a cheesy, goofy movie. But, bad? I don't know. That really depends on what your definition of bad. I think that Batman Forever is a bad movie because it's not fun at all. And to tell you the truth, Jim Carrey as the Riddler, I guess you could say he did an okay job, but I didn't really find it to be all that entertaining. I thought I was sitting there and I was kind of bored during it. Okay, now I'm getting my ass beat, and okay, so yeah, it's not that good at all. Yeah, so that to me is a bad movie. When you're bored out of your mind and you don't like what you're watching, and it's just bland stuff and just Joel Schumacher, he came in there and he had a whole different plan for Batman. He was a fan of the 60s show. He really wanted to make it more like that, I suppose, but it's not even really like that when you watch it. It's not even like the 60s Batman. It's a whole different thing with a whole different style and a different way of talking. And I felt more in the 60s one, they just kind of let it go, basically. Let the actors have free reign. The actors seem very controlled in the 60s. In Batman. For Batman and Robin, I think there was a looser script. Arnold Schwarzenegger is, they give him one-liners, but, you look at his face when he's saying those, and, there is a lot of fun to be had in that movie. The Batman credit card. See, you look at that as bad. See, at least in Batman and Robin, we could talk about that stuff. We could, make fun of it. We could say how funny and goofy it was and cheesy. And, at least you have that. You have, a conversation piece right there. But Batman Forever, there's nothing to really say about that movie. It's just a boring movie the whole way through with nothing redeemable to even talk about. You can't even, like, say anything positive about it. Because Val Kilmer, like, who's a great actor, and, you know, you want an example of how good he is, like, watch Heat with Al Pacino. Great movie. But as Batman, as Bruce, I don't even know what they were thinking. Like, picking a guy who's blonde as Batman just blew my mind, and I died again. So there you go, guys. You know, anyway, so just to finish up what I was saying, Val Kilmer was the worst Batman. George Clooney was goofy as Batman, but he wasn't as bad. Still bad, but not as bad as Val Kilmer. So Batman Forever is way worse. Anyway, there you go. So I did a playthrough there with both Spider-Man and Venom. We played Maximum Carnage, which I lost terribly at, and I think that's enough for tonight, guys. So I hope you all enjoyed the stream. This will be going up on YouTube for everyone else to enjoy. Sorry I didn't save the Donkey Kong Country stream. That would have been a really good debut, because I did a nice juicy, like, hour and a half stream. So anyway, guys, I will be doing this regularly. I hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know what you thought in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you liked it on Twitch, please come back regularly here to this channel. I would really appreciate it. And for those watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Click the bell so you get the notifications when I post all my new videos. And guys, watching on YouTube, go to my Twitch channel. It is the Brad Rules Live, and you will see more streams like this in the future. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.